Mark,
Yes.
he's back.
Do you know, I'd heard something about him coming back.
I know, he's back. I can't believe it myself. I'm
Do we know where he's been?
well, not exactly where he's been. I mean,
What do you mean?
Well, I spoke to this bloke who found him, and he's back
Where
now.
was he? Where was he found?
Well, this is the point. He was found in his house, but I've been told by the legal department we can't actually talk to him about it.
What? Why? What do you mean?
Apparently, it was so traumatic, whatever or wherever he was, that if we talk to him about it, it'll like bring it all back and he'll have an aneurysm and die, or something.
He'll have an aneurysm, and this is the legal. Since when have the legal department's been specialists in medical issues?
I don't know, do I? We never questioned
Gee,
them.
have we actually got a legal department?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've never seen them, but we just, I get the email come through, and they said, yeah, brain aneurysm.
Was it them who helped you out with that thing where you were synthesising your own hallucinogens?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
A
But
little.
they were very clear on it, Mark. We cannot
Okay.
mention it to him.
Okay.
Um,
Well, it sounds a bit weird, Keith. I've never even met this legal department. You're the only person who seems to have any contact with them.
yeah, I wouldn't worry about that too much, Mark, honestly. Where is he anyway? I'm sure I told him to be on.
Hello, lads. Sorry I'm late. I'm just playing a didgeridoo, listen.
Where did you get the didgeridoo from?
Doesn't matter. Richard, that was amazing, awesome. Right, Richard, you ready? You okay? Can we
Yeah,
start?
sorry I'm late, lads.
Are you okay, Rich?
Well, yeah, I mean, but, yeah,
I hadn't seen you around for a while.
what do you mean?
Nothing, just nothing.
Like the other day.
Yeah. Okay, right, guys. I'm just going to play the music. So just
Mark, what were you on about?
nothing.
No,
no, it
nothing,
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Right.
It's
Okay.
me, sorry,
Yeah.
just
Okay.
sorry.
So we'll play the music. Okay. Right. Wait. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 665 show, episode 10. I am Keith. Hello. He is Mark. Say hello, Mark.
Hello.
And he is definitely Richard. Say hello, Richard.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant. Welcome to the 665 show. We are your hosts, and this will be yet again another topical and very satirically funny look at the week's events and what we've been up to, and a couple of funny stories. As I mentioned, what we've been up to. We always like to start the show with such things. So, Mark, what have you been up to this week?
On this occasion, I'd like to just give Rich a chance, just to ask Rich, what have you been up to?
Well, you know, Mark, we've kind of got this plan now. If you want to sort of mention...
Well, okay.
If you'd like to go first, Mark, that'd be fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I've been... Let me think. I mean, other than wondering where people are, I've been trying to perform a second miracle in order to become canonised as a saint by the Catholic Church.
Can I ask what your first miracle was, Mark?
Yeah, I had a big pen, and
Yeah.
I used it all the way down so that there was no ink in it whatsoever. It's just a clear inside. It's unbelievable. It's beautiful.
Can I just say, right,
Yeah,
years ago when I was a kid, I heard this legend,
right.
and it's not true. I don't believe it, Mark. You're going to have to prove it.
It's
Yeah.
true. It's been verified by a man at BIC.
I've got
Man,
to...
that big, what, the famous sitar player?
No, the ex-Nigerian footballer. Oh, no, Cameroonian footballer.
Oh, a man at Bic. Oh, well, I mean,
Man at BIC Tuick.
if he's seen it, then fair enough. But I might be stating it wrong, and as you both know, I don't have a great deal of knowledge when it comes to the church. But does that actually count as a miracle?
It's as good as any of the other popes have got.
Didn't one pope eat sardines and claim them to be herrings?
Thomas Aquinas.
Thomas Aquinas. Fantastic.
I think that was just a case of mistaken fish identity.
No, he demanded herrings on his deathbed, but they had no herrings because herrings were from Northern Europe, and he was in Southern Europe.
Is that
so
true?
Yeah.
So they gave him sardines,
Well,
and when he'd finished eating them, he said they were the best herring I ever had, and that's one of his miracles. That they were transmogrified from sardines to herrings.
So your miracle's actually quite good compared to that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
compared to that shit.
Yeah, that's
Well,
that's awesome.
I know a bloke. I'll get my fish off this guy, and I haven't seen him for ages, but I'll ask him about that because he knows a lot about fish.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
When I see him.
Good.
I mean, I feel a bit despondent, really.
Okay, Richard. Yeah, that's fine. So, basically, what I've been up to this week as well, I thought I'd kind of mention it to you guys. I've been learning about string theory and the ideas behind string theory. So, not much really. Richard, what have you been up to?
I don't know. I don't know. It feels like I've got vague memories of a blackout.
Okay, so yeah, Richard, that sounds fantastic. I think we'll all
No,
agree.
hang on.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, lads. I know we're recording. Someone's at the door.
It's all right, Richard. Just
I'll leave it then. I won't answer it.
no. Go on, mate. I understand. Listen, please.
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Edit it out.
Yeah, I'll edit it. Don't worry, mate. You go and answer the door, mate. All right.
All right. Okay.
Cool.
I'll be as quick as I can.
Cool. All right then. Cool. Mark,
Yes.
I have arranged for that knock on the door. It's actually a gentleman by the name of Eric.
Keith, what's going on here?
Listen, you will understand. All will become clear, my friend. I interviewed this Eric. This is Eric who found Richard. He knows more about this than anyone does at the moment.
Eric?
Yeah.
Who's this Eric? Who is he?
Well, he's a fishmonger, and
Eric the fishmonger?
yeah,
That crazy fucker who lives on that narrowboat in the middle of a council estate in Bilston.
I'll have you know, he's one of the finest fishmongers in the Black Country, and he has a dolphin called Tim. But he'll go into that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think he does go into that. That's the problem. Haven't you heard the rumours on this all around Bilston about him and that dolphin?
Right, just listen to this. Ah, bloody hell, morning. Is that Eric?
Is that Keith Haddock?
No, Keith Hughes. Keith Hughes.
That's what I said, Keith Hughes.
Yeah, you're Eric, yeah?
Yeah, he got the money.
Listen, I told you, don't mention the fucking money. Get in the house, Nick. Get in the house. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this very special interview for the 665 show. You join us on day 2 of Richard Smith's disappearance. Richard having been found now, which we're all very grateful for. But how, you may ask, or where, you may ask, I should say, did Richard Smith go? Well, here we are, or I am anyway, at the home, right/canal boat of a man who very well may have saved my friend's life, a gentleman by the name of Eric. So just set the scene, Eric, if you'd like to tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, your name again? Keith Codd?
No, Keith Hughes, not Keith Codd.
That's what I said, Keith Hughes.
Well, yeah, Keith Hughes, yeah. So tell us about yourself,
Anyway,
Eric.
Mr. Halibut, tell me if I'm... No, you ask me if I'm married.
You want me to ask you if you're married?
Yeah, you ask me if I'm married. Go on, Keith.
Okay, you're married.
Well, Keith, that'll depend who's asking, my wife or my girlfriend. Do you get it?
So you're married?
Am I married?
Yeah.
No, I'm not married, Keith.
Oh,
Never married.
No, next, you know.
The only lady in my life has been the North Sea. In a way, I'm betrothed to her. Cruel mistress that she is. She demands more from the men who trawl her than any nagging woman. But what she gives in return, what she gives back is her scurvy gold. That's fish, Keith.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright.
But no, Keith, she takes more from the body of us fish hunters than an army of lovers could take from a noble man. She might blow hot and cold. She's powerful yet yielding. Dangerous but gentler than a fairy's wing. She's in control. She batters you, bruises you, and leaves you crying for more. She is utterly beautiful and sexier than a mermaid. Wet and wild, and stiffingly reckless. She's made me come on a number of occasions.
Okay. Let's get back on track, shall we, Eric? Obviously, I apologise if that came across, a little wrong. Anyway, Eric, why don't you tell us after that fantastic introduction what it is you do for a living?
Yeah, sure, Mr. Monkfish. Of course I will. I'm a monger. I'm a fish. Yeah, I'm a fishmonger.
Oh, okay.
I monk fish.
Oh,
to the people of Dublin.
fantastic.
Are you familiar with mongers, Keith?
Well, to a point. I mean, I don't really know where does the word come from. I understand you sell fish, but where does the word monger come from? What does it do to mong?
Well, fishmongery is very much at the pinnacle of the monging world.
Oh, okay.
We look down on the ironmongers, the warmongers, and of course the scandalmongers. Which did you? I don't know if I've. Did you see Tim as you walked in?
No. Who's Tim? There's no one else. It's just me and you.
No, Tim. Just through the narrowboat.
No.
Just door at the end next to the toilet. There's Tim through there. He's dolphin.
He's a what?
It's a dolphin. Tim the dolphin.
Tim the dolphin. You've got a dolphin on this boat right now.
Yeah, he's in the bath at the back.
You have a dolphin in a bath called Tim right now in this boat.
Yes. I won him playing cards against the bloke from Norway.
Is dolphin a usual term of currency in Norway?
Not, well, some places, but he's a traumatised dolphin. He was used by the American government in Vietnam. And I won him and he stays back there now and he's a great comfort to me.
Okay, yeah, that's a perfectly normal thing to keep in a dolphin, I suppose.
In a dolphin?
Sorry about that brief technical problem there. Anyway, we're on board the narrowboat here, speaking to Eric with his dolphin Tim. Anyway, Eric, I cut you off. I'm sorry. You were talking about monging fish to the good people of Dudley. Please explain more.
Well, it's a difficult way of making a living. I'll say that, Mr. Pollock. Definitely a different way of making a living.
Eric, I feel I should stop you there. You I don't know if you've noticed, but you've been actually referring to me instead of Keith Hughes or Mr. Hughes, my name. I don't know if you've noticed, but you've actually been using you've been using the name of Fish instead of Hughes.
I don't think I have, Keith.
Okay, maybe just me. I'm sorry, Eric. Please continue. It was a hard life, monging to the people of Dudley. Sorry, continue.
It is because I'm so far away from my mistress, the sea. You see, Keith, in landlocked West Midlands.
Yeah.
It's a tricky old life, and fish prices being what they are, it's a hard way of making a living. People said I was mad, Keith, when I started trying to sell fish in the West Midlands.
Oh,
especially when I moved the narrowboat onto the council estate in the middle of Bilston.
I did think this was a bit weird. We are actually sitting in a canal boat that is very much landlocked, but it's very nice.
Well, I basically moved here, Keith, just to avoid a trifling legal difficulty arising out of a cod-based misunderstanding. One man's misinterpretation of the bestiality laws, basically, it was caused by. But I'm still pretty much forbidden to talk about it. But God, I miss the old times, Keith. Out at sea.
Yeah, definitely.
The camaraderie. The sexual love, briny water.
What?
Nowadays, Keith, I sell fish. From a shop, and door to door to a select clientele.
Oh, yeah.
Shellfish, wet fish, cut fish, whole fish, salt fish, crustaceans, Keith, the whole range of fruit de mer.
No, very good.
And Richard Smith, he was always fond of a bit of smoked haddock. Not the rubbish yellow stuff, not the prop... No, do you know, Keith, that yellow stuff, it's come from a dye, Keith.
It's horrible. Yeah, horrible looking stuff.
Yeah, exactly. He'd never touch skate wings, or would Richard Haddock. He'd never touch them. There's something about the Sea Life Centre, some experience he had there.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really want to go into too much detail about that, but it was definitely a dark day for Richard that day. But I'm glad you mentioned Richard, actually, because obviously that brings us on to the reason why we're here for this interview. I mean, obviously, I sort of have spoken to you about this before the interview, and I don't want to go sort of into too much dark detail for you, but if you could, if you're able, could you possibly tell me and the listeners what it was that happened that day?
Well, yeah, Mr. Starfish, of course. I've seen some scary things in my time. Trapped in a tin can, tossing around the ocean, at the whim of Neptune. You see, Keith, the ocean's like a desert. A desert made of sand. Only it's made of water, Keith, and fish, and flotsam and jetsam. It's like a vast salty Sahara. In short, Keith, it's big and desolate, full of sand and fish. Not sand, Keith. That's on the beaches, full of water and fish.
Okay.
I've got to correct myself there.
Okay. So it's a big.
There is
watery-
sand.
No, there is sand. No, you're right there. But it's like a big desert. Yeah. Yeah. Desolate. You were saying how desolate it is. I
It's
can
very
understand.
desolate, Keith.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
scary and it's desolate and it's big and wet. And in that kind of environment, you know, away from his wife or lover and the normal rules of society, a man can succumb to all manner of temptations. Dame Ocean sure plays tricks with a mind, Keith. I've seen men driven wild with sexual frustration, resorting to lovemaking with gulls.
Oh Jesus.
True though, I've seen a lad, Keith, barely old enough to shave, gobbled off by a halibut.
Oh my God.
A rigger, from Grimsby nonetheless. Cosmopolitan Grimsby.
Yeah. Yeah.
A normal family man at home, popular down the pub,
Oh.
held down on the gutting room table whilst the chef cut him open to remove a welt from his back passage.
Gee.
But now Keith could prepare me for what I saw in Richard Smith's lounge whilst trying to offload a lovely piece of place and a bag of cod roe.
Jesus.
Keith, on the subject of cod roe,
Yeah. Yeah.
you did promise me that I'd be able to read some of my poetry.
Well, I mean, well, the interview
You
is.
did promise me.
No, I know. I mean, yeah. Obviously, if you wish to do your poetry piece, please, by all means, Eric, go ahead.
It's a haiku,
A haiku.
which is the Japanese art of poetry.
I'm aware of it. Please continue.
Okay, it's called the Cod Roe haiku. Okay. Svelte, streamlined cod, shimmering, sexy shoals spawn at sea. I love to gobble your eggs. Anyway, so nothing prepared me, Keith, for what I saw in that lounge.
Okay. And what is it that you saw in
Well-
that lounge?
Don't make me go there, Keith.
Listen, Eric, I completely understand, and if it's too much, we don't have to. But obviously, I've been asked by a lot of people to sort of get an eyewitness account, if you will. And
Okay. Oh, I'll do my best. If it becomes too much, though, Keith.
no, that's understandable, Eric. Thank you again.
I mean, I'm not one of those pups, Keith. I mean, I've wrestled bare-chested with a pimped-up Norwegian chub, Keith.
Well, I would, I'd never.
Keith, I came face to face with a gaining cod of Iceland.
I understand that, and I also understand that this may be too much for you, Eric. But
Look at this weather-beaten face, Keith. I've suffered every torment that the weather can throw at us, and I've never seen anything like that.
what was it that happened?
Well, I turned up to find the door ajar. Hey up, Eric, I thought, that door's ajar. Getting no response upon knocking, I walked in. It was horrible.
What was?
The wallpaper. It clashed with the carpet, Keith, but I pushed on. Hair standing up on knuckles. Richard, it's Eric. I've got some place for you. No answer.
Bloody hell.
My legs were like lead. I got as much use as a bite to a conker wheel, but I pushed on into the kitchen. At first, I saw nout. Nothing at all. Zero, zilch.
Okay.
Then I saw the spoons.
The spoons.
The spoons.
Okay.
They were sort of levitating, floating in midair around the table in sequence. Like a shoal of succulent halibut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just floating in midair, spoons. That can't be right, I thought. And when I looked closer, they were bent. You know, do you remember Yori Geller on Parkinson in the 70s?
Yeah.
They were bent spoons, levitating. That's odd, Eric, I thought to myself. Those spoons are bent. Like Yori Geller on the Parkinson show in the 70s. Then I thought, that's even odder, Eric. The plastic.
Whoa.
Fuck me, it was so spooky, Keith. Bent plastic spoons, no signs of heat or cracking, floating in a kitchen in Wolverhampton.
Whew.
Then my spoon reverie was shattered by a sound. A gentle sound. Almost like a movement of the air coming from beneath the table. Barely registering, you know, like a mullet sobbing into a pillar about a lost love. I don't mind confessing, Keith, I was bricking it at this point.
Which, it makes sense, yeah.
Richard Smith, Richard, I called. Uncertainly scared. Richard, I've got your lovely place. I knelt down, Keith, and I reached an unsteady hand out towards the draped tablecloth, gently clenching it, moving it to one side. A crazy staring face was thrust manically into mine, the dreadful chin joined at me, a manic grin frozen, and exposing unbrushed teeth, the spoons dropped. There's no place like home, Eric. There's no place like home. It was him. Richard Annock.
Richard Smith.
Smith, unshaved, sat in a ring of silicon sand. With that, he jumps up and acts like nothing had happened. So I sold him the wrong place and buggered off out of there.
Jesus.
True story.
Oh my, Eric, wow. Now, obviously, as I've mentioned to you earlier today, I can't talk to Richard, and Mark can't talk to Richard about this, and thank you, Eric, for not doing. On medical advice, we've been told if we do talk to Richard, yeah, it may bring back,
that money's real, right?
Sorry?
That money's real.
Yeah, sure about the money. Anyway, we can't mention this to Richard because it will bring back traumatic experiences from his past. But just to mention one definite thing, Eric, if you can just confirm for us, when you were there in the house, you definitely didn't see anything about me, Keith Hughes, or any kind of books by Carolyn Quentin about how to create black holes. No.
I saw the book and the
no, you didn't know. There was no book.
No, nothing at all.
No, fantastic.
Well, nothing to you at all.
No.
There was that joy pad.
No, there was nothing there. Nothing there, Eric.
Oh.
Just what you said. Well, you know,
Nothing's for you.
No, that's fine. Well, Eric, I'd like to thank you. I'd like to thank you on behalf.
With his chin.
Yep, that's fine. I'd like to thank you on behalf of the listeners, and myself, and of course Richard. And thank you very much for your time today. Thank you, Eric.
Right, zippy.
Bloody hell, Eric! You bit to the bone there, wasn't it, mate? Anyway, listen, your money, mate. Sorry about this. We said £15.20, yeah?
Right. No, we said 20.
No, we said £15.20. Come on, don't try and rob me.
Well, give us the 15.20 then, but you want to watch your back.
Right, 5, 10, 15, there's a 20. Listen.
That's not a 20, that's a fake 20. It's all, look at it, it's gnarled round edges. You've been biting it.
Listen, you get yourself something nice. Make sure Tony's looked after. You have a good day.
Tim, not Tony.
Tim? What happened to Tony?
He died.
Oh, gee. You can't keep a dolphin in a bath. I've told you this, Eric. It doesn't work.
The first two lasted 5 years between them.
So what do you think of that then, Mark?
It just sounds weird. It's just bizarre.
I know. I couldn't believe it myself. I've listened to it over and over again, but it's the truth. I can't seem to find any clues on what happened, or I suppose we just need to be happy he's back. I think that's the...
You see, at the start of the show, he said to me, I said to him, what have you been up to? Where have you been? And he said, what do you mean, where have I been? I saw you. I said, I ain't seen you for a while. He said, I saw you the other day. It's fucking weeks since I last saw Rich.
I think it might be some kind of memory lapse. I mean, I don't know. I
think he's had a breakdown or something.
Yeah.
Another one.
Possibly. I mean, he has got a didgeridoo. I don't know what that's about. I mean, I just, like I say, Mark, we should just be happy that he's back. I think that's the point, mate. We need to be happy that he's back now.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think we can stick our head in the sand and just accept that he's been gone for a long time and not know where he's been, you know.
Well, you see, actually, that's where you're wrong, Mark. We can quite easily stick our head in the sand because, as I say, it's such a good thing that he's back. We should probably just be concentrating on the fact he's back. We can continue with the show. You know, we haven't lost a friend, so I think we should just kind of just clear it under the carpet. Let's put a line in the sand and just continue forward. Yeah. Think so.
Yeah.
Eric should be getting about wrapped up now, to be honest. I only paid him another 12 quid, I think it was.
Why, he mentioned you paid him at the start of that little interview we heard. What was that about?
No, that was just something else, fish related.
What, you were buying fish off him?
Yeah, just you know, fish from the man.
Sorry about that, lads.
Oh, you're right, Rich.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah, that was weird, that was.
Yeah,
Eric, funnily enough, I just, you know, that Fishman, I was going to ask about that,
Thomas Aquinas.
Thomas Aquinas, yeah. I just asked him, because he turned up.
That's weird, isn't it? That's weird. It
is weird.
We were talking about him, and then he was just there. I mean, that's weird. That's weird the way these things go, innit? That's weird.
Yeah, like, it was, what happened was, I opened the door, and it was Eric. I was like, oh, you're right, Eric. And he sort of, like, looked really sad. I don't know if something's happened with his wife.
His dolphin?
His wife might have gone golfing. He's always talking about his wife. But he sort of, he put his hand on my face, and he stroked my cheek, and he broke down in tears. And then I was like, what's the matter? And
he was probably just had a problem at home, you know. And he's so weird.
He was about to say something, and then his mate who brought him in a black limousine, he had like a black suit on and sunglasses. He looked at him and he stopped. And I don't know, it must be his mate, but I don't know if it's his manager because he hadn't even brought any fish with him.
Yeah, you know, that's the way these things go, though, isn't it?
Anyway, I mean, I'm talking about you. It's nothing to do with the show.
Yeah, of course. Anyway, glad you mentioned that. By the way, you know, thank you so much for your help here, Richard, and for giving us that full and very descriptive, you know, incident that happened there. Anyway, that is actually all we have time for now. Believe it or not. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's.
What you've been talking about?
Bob, what haven't we been talking about, eh, Mark?
Yeah. Just news stories.
Yeah,
really.
news
Nothing to worry about.
and people.
Hang on, Keith. Mark.
Yeah.
What? Hang on, this isn't fair. Oh, come on. Right, I know it's only been like a couple of days since we last recorded the last episode, but
That's right, yeah, a couple of days.
Like, you're going to let him stand for this? What's the point of bringing me on? I'm sorry, I had to answer the door, but you weren't even going to wait for me. What you been...
You know,
Yeah,
Richard,
I know.
obviously it's nothing personal. I'm sure you understand, really, it's for the best of the show. And as we all know, the most important thing is the show and keeping it going. And with that, we're going to say goodbye. Mark, you can say goodbye.
Yeah, Rich, I've got things to do as well. Sorry, mate. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, nothing personal. Best of the show. For what's best
I've got to try and craft a miracle.
of the show.
It's for the best of the show.
Say goodbye, Mark.
Bye.
Say goodbye, Richard.
I can't believe this.
Goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you next time on the 665. Thanks for listening.